Good morning, friends. For our second library class this week, we're going to be delving into the second portion of the chapter of creepy plants and fungi. Last week, we listened to the flowery smell of death, and you told me whether you think the corpse flower is real or not. This week, we're going to be reading the chapter called Eyes Watching from the Darkness. Let's see if you're going to be able to figure out what is true and what is a lie. All right, section B, Eyes Watching from the Darkness. The woods are quiet, so quiet you could hear a cricket cough or a sunbeam smile. But there are no sunbeams this deep in the woods, and the farther you walk, hopefully you're not by yourself, the more you start to feel like there's something out here with you. If you've ever felt the prickly sensation of unseen eyes staring at you in the dark, dark forest, you might have had an unknowing encounter with the Slayer King. Is it a bug? Is it a plant? It's neither. Not exactly, anyway. This moss is a hybrid of the two. The Slayer King, more commonly known as walking moss, was first identified on the frozen tundras of the Xantharia region of Svalbard, an archipelago off the coast of Norway. To the casual eye, the Slayer King looks more like any other ordinary patch of moss, a furry carpet of dense, close-growing dark green tufts, and if you're observing it in the light of day, that's likely all you'll see. But just wait until the frozen darkness falls. What you see then might surprise you. The walking moss, walks, or creeps, is perhaps a better way to describe it. Its movement is so slow it's nearly impossible to see without time-lapse photography, barely 6 inches per hour. An individual Slayer King measures between 2 and 3 inches long, and its underside is covered with flagella, tiny lash-like legs that propel it along the ground. But Slayer King are rarely seen alone. Instead, they link together in packs of several dozen, and sometimes up to 400 or 500. It's a form of camouflage, says Elena Calranwanens, research assistant at Reading University in the United Kingdom. Slayer King have evolved to take on the appearance of their surroundings. When they're stationary, they're nearly indistinguishable from common mosses. Slayer King are heterotrophs, a type of organism that gets its nutrients from organic sources. What does this mean for our intrepid eaters? In the quiet of the night, the Slayer King creep along in search of decomposing animal. When they find one, the creature moves to cover up the corpse. Then the feasting begins. The Slayer King remains in place until the bones are picked clean and every last nutrient is extracted. These food elements can be stored for weeks, months, or even years. However long it takes for the Slayer King to come up upon their next meal. First encounters with Slayer King were recorded in the late 1960s when Svalbard's shrinking glaciers uncovered huge areas of land that were formerly permafrost. Permafrost is ground that has been frozen for at least 2 years, but the area around Xantharia might have been in the deep freeze for upward of a century. The thaw seems to have brought back the walking moss out of a long-term hibernation, says Calranwanens, who joins members of the Norwegian Polar Institute in analysis and identification of this new species. Since then, walking moss has been recorded in the icy forests and tundras of Alaska, northern Canada, Siberia, and Greenland. So next time you're out for a frosty picnic, be careful where you spread that blanket. That patch of moss you're sitting on might be more alive than you expect, and hungrier. Real plant names, mostly. All but one of them are real. Which one do you think isn't? 1. Sneezewort. 2. Dinosaur food. 3. Venomous tentacula. 4. Butter and eggs. 5. Devil's walking stick. 6. Kangaroo paw. 7. Mother-in-law's pincushion. 8. Monkey puzzle tree. 9. Kiss me over the garden gate. 10. Stinking Christopher. All right, this is going to be a bonus question on the chapter. Think about it. Real plant names? Which one is not real? All right, now that you just finished listening to the chapter, I want you to go to the Google form that's attached to this assignment, and I want you to answer some questions. Do you think the Slayer King is real or not? Do a little research, talk to your mom or dad, talk to your brother or sister. Do you think this is a plant that is real or fake? Then think about those 10 names that I read off to you. All of them are real except one. Which name do you think of the plant is incorrect? Don't forget to email me with any questions or if you just want to say hi. Remember, once you fill out that Google form, go back into Google Classroom and mark that you completed this assignment. It's not going to automatically do it for you because you're not submitting anything to me. You are just submitting the Google form. So once you have filled out the Google form, then click Done in Google Classroom and mark your assignment as complete. All right, that's it for today's lesson. Don't forget to fill out the Google form. Don't forget to mark your assignment as complete in Google Classroom. And I will see you guys again soon. I miss you. Stay healthy. Bye for now.